Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have a very merry beauty salon. Of course, very merry beauty salon. This is from 2024. It's an hour and 28 minutes long, and yeah, it's a Lifetime movie. Against my better judgment, I realize this is probably my last Christmas for this series, unless Disney Plus adds a ton of content, actual Disney Plus content, not just boatloads of reality shows from other networks or yeah, or just other stuff. It doesn't feel like Disney Plus kind of stuff. I understand that they want to add all this stuff, including Lifetime movies. There's so many Lifetime movies now on Disney Plus. They didn't announce it. In fact, I was almost worried that I wasn't going to have enough Christmas stuff to watch this year, and then I started digging a little further, and I realized, yeah. So I decided to make this entire month all Christmas. Yes, we're only on the second of the month, and yes, I'm already doing Christmas stuff. Only because I have 31 days worth of Christmas. And most of them are Lifetime movies. Whether you like them or not, I am not a fan in general. I sometimes tease certain family members about their love of such films. I only mock them because they're so formulaic. They're so predictable. That they're just built from the same cookie cutter, maybe gingerbread cookie cutter format. It's a kind of repetitive, but again, I guess that kind of predictability and is kind of a comfort. It's like comfort food for people who don't want to watch this stuff and curl up under a blanket and watch, just marathon these things. I know people who marathon these type of things, whether it's on Lifetime or if it's on the Hallmark Channel or other places like that. Well, Disney Plus has all the Lifetime stuff, at least as far as I know. There's probably more coming, I'm sure. But I will probably, this is my last chance to do Christmas stuff, because I will probably not be able to do a daily thing. I will run out of things in early 2026. I will have watched pretty much everything on Disney Plus that is Disney Plus related, Disney related. I'm not watching reality shows, all of them. I'm not watching all of them. I might touch on them, and I'm not watching all the Lifetime shows either, because there's a boatload of them that aren't Christmas. But I'm taking care of the Christmas ones, and that seems like a good exchange right there. So this is our first Lifetime Christmas movie, and it's a very merry beauty salon. It's about Tia Mowry. Tia Mowry, you know her, the twins. She and her sister usually appear in all sorts of teenage adventures on Disney over the years. Twitches, isn't that it? Twitches was one of those things they did. But there's no twin sister anywhere around here. They're all grown up. They can do their own thing. They can have their own movies if they want. You don't need to bring each other along. But then this story is, again, it is a romance. It takes place during Christmas, although I think if you restructured the script just a little bit, it really didn't have to be a Christmas movie. It probably originally was written as a budget romance kind of thing, and then they could have probably just moved things around to make it a Christmas theme, which works. It's not too much of a stretch. But yeah, because people love watching them, so why not make it Christmas? By the way, all the off-Christmas stuff is usually like women being attacked or murdered, and that's just the opposite of all these Christmas movies. Yeah, I realize that. I have a feeling I'm going to be repeating this whole line, this whole mess of description a lot over the next month. Anyway, this focuses on Tia. She plays Sienna. She runs a beauty shop, and it focuses on her and her co-workers and her mom as they're about to prepare for the tinsel ball in Atlanta. It takes place in Atlanta, and they do an establishing shot of the city, and they don't say it's Atlanta, Georgia. But I knew which city it was just because I've seen enough promo material for The Walking Dead that I recognized the structure of the buildings. And I've been to Atlanta a few times, but yeah, it was the skyline that tipped it off before they ever mentioned that it was Atlanta. So anyway, Sienna, she is divorced. She's running a business, and she's the main plot line when a new guy comes into town, opening his own store, and co-sponsoring the Tinsel Ball, of which she is also being celebrated for helping people doing stuff for charity. It's just a thing, and everybody's immediately suspicious of this guy because he's sort of horning in on this big event that means a lot to them, and they think, well, he's just going to make it his own thing. He's just getting in the way, and he's slowly, of course, because he looks like he's a threat, he has to sort of prove himself, or she has to kind of let him in. She wants a love life, but she has been hurt, and she's kind of keeping everybody at a distance. Meanwhile, there's other stories. One of her coworkers is an older woman who's a widower. Her husband had passed away the previous year, and she's dealing with getting her life back on track. And Christmas is difficult because they had certain traditions that she observed along with her husband, and she's not getting that anymore. It kind of hurts. She's struggling with that, even though her coworkers are like, hey, that guy down the street, he really kind of likes you. And she's like, I'm not having any of that. I'm not even making any of my famous pies. That makes, when I give them to you and you feed them to a man, they fall in love with you. There's no magic. It's just good pie. Just saying. And then there's another girl who is I don't know if it's her husband or her boyfriend, who is stationed overseas. He's in the military, and he's coming home for Christmas until he's not. And she's having to deal with that. Then there's Mom, Santa's mom, who is somewhat, she's kind of the matriarch of all of them in a sense. She's kind of, especially, well, obviously her real daughter. She's often meddling, and she's often stubborn and obstinate in a number of ways. She also very much does not like this new guy, who is played by Ron. Man, my eyes are horrible. Maybe it's this ring light that I'm looking into. Ron Reiko Lee plays Lawrence. So you probably recognize a number of these people. Some of these women look very familiar to me. Coco Brown, Donna Bisco, Ashley Augiard. I'm sorry, I mispronounced that. It makes me feel like the L's should be silent, but I'm not sure. Arrington Foster, who plays the gay best friend. So he is a guy that's in her life that she gets along with, but is not a threat to any other man who happens to come into the picture. And he's, her sidekick, best buddy, who, girl, you gotta do this. It's that kind of thing, unfortunately. He doesn't overplay it at all. He doesn't. No, it's not that. But he's playing a role that you see coming a mile away. As soon as he's on camera, you're just like, oh, that's her gay best friend. Maybe it was for me. Maybe it was obvious to me. I have no idea. My TV gaydar was working today. So, yeah. Anyway, I can't really say a whole lot about this other than Christmas. There is a moment of getting to know each other, then there's a moment of mistrust, then there's a moment of reconciliation and true love at the end. For me to not tell you the obvious is just silly. That's just, you know how it's going to end. There's no situation where somebody is like falling in love, they fall in love, they fall out of love, and then they stay out of love. There might be a movie like that somewhere, but they're not on the Lifetime or Hallmark channels. I'm just saying that. That's just, you don't watch those movies to go, you know what, I think we're just going to stay friends. No, that's not the end of any of these stories. It's pretty much an all-black cast. And so, it's pleasant story. Again, these are not made for me. This is not made. It makes me grind my teeth watching some of these just because they are absolutely predictable in so many ways. And I actually like when things don't go as I expect. Even in Star Wars or Marvel movies, I want what I don't want, if that makes sense. Yeah, I just don't want the obvious. Show me something new. So we're going to do this about almost 24 times. Yeah. So get ready. But yeah, this is. I'm just here to. I'm not here to tell you they're good or bad, only if they're really, really bad or surprisingly good. I'll tell you. But for the most part, this does its job. It has an appealing cast. There's some humor and romance. So, yeah, go for that. Our next one, though, I've bunched these up as with light themes. This first bunch is all about business, the romance taking place in businesses. It's like a dumb theme, but still, it's my theme that I came up with, not theirs. And funnily enough, when I finished this, Disney Plus recommended this one, and I was going to watch it anyway. It's called Christmas Hotel. Yeah. It recommended Christmas Hotel, which is, it doesn't know what I have planned here. If it predicts my third one, I'll be amazed. But I won't tell you that until tomorrow. Christmas Hotel is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that.